Item number 9 now. Public comment on items not on this agenda. It is the council's policy to refer matters raised in this forum to staff for investigation or action where appropriate. The Brown Act prohibits the council from addressing or acting upon any matter not agendized pursuant to state law. Would anyone like to address the council under public comment? Could just tell us your name and street, please.
Name's Neil Wild. That's Princeton Drive. 3 things. I was here several months ago regarding the lateral sewer line issue. I asked the council if they would consider reviewing their policy change and not helping the public with that any longer. I don't know where we stand on that, whether or not that's been addressed or not, I don't know. I would continue to ask the council if they haven't yet to look into that, if they would do so. The other thing is, I understand that recently San Bruno chose to fly solo with regards to complement of fire chiefs in the city. I don't understand how San Bruno feels it can fly solo in the current world we live in, where everybody's going with consolidated services. I know that there was a lot of hard work done in trying to make the shared services with San Bruno work and happen, and it just didn't seem to. And it is what it is, I guess, at this point. I guess my question to the council would be, is this an indefinite, what is the council's plan on this? Is this an indefinite thing that is there a plan in place that we're looking to do something down the road, or is this flying solo idea going to be the way it's going to be for an indefinite period of time? Because if it is, it's fiscally irresponsible to think that San Bruno, with 2 fire stations, can fly solo with a full complement of chiefs. So something that, and I don't know if the city council is aware that we're the only city, if I'm not mistaken, or the only city on the entire peninsula that has chosen to fly solo with regards to this subject. So I don't understand it. The other thing is, real quickly, the street lights in my neighborhood. I mean, the last letter I got was kind of like they threw up their hands and said they didn't really know. Again, I don't know all the details. I'm sure it's a very complex problem and a very complex situation. But some company, I understand also that the city chose to farm that out to a company to try and repair it. If it's the company that I was told it was, it's a relatively small company. There's got to be some company out there. This isn't a unique problem to San Bruno. It's happened before, I'm sure. Somebody out there knows how to fix it. It shouldn't take a year to fix. You're talking about all these different traffic things and stuff, but we're not providing a safe neighborhood for our citizens at night by not having streetlights. So I don't understand a couple things. How the city can stop a lateral sewer line problem because it's too expensive, yet we can afford to hire all these chiefs, and yet we can't find anybody to fix lights. I don't understand. So if the city council has all these things, I certainly hope there's a plan in place for the near future to address this consolidated services issue, because fiscally you can't continue this forever. So anyway, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Connie?
Mr. Mayor, if I might provide a very brief response, and I would invite Mr. Wild to discuss at least the fire issue further, because I think that's a complicated issue. In very short, the city did not decide unilaterally or independently to, quote, fly solo. That decision was reached by actually our partners, the Central County Fire Department, and we were essentially dismissed from further consideration of consolidated services. So we'd be happy to discuss that with you further and to share a little bit more detail about exactly what happened there.
Well, real quick, I understand all that. I did some research and all that, and I talked to several people that were part of that board, and I understand some of the situations and where they went. My only thing is that as a citizen of San Bruno, there is a solution to it. There's got to be a solution to it that's workable, because the solution that the city has chosen is not responsible. It's not. We have 2 fire stations. We have 9 people on duty at a time. We don't need a full complement of chiefs. Right. It's just spending money that, and believe me, I've got nothing against it, and I got nothing against chiefs, and I got nothing against the fire department. But as a citizen, we got to have some kind of plan in place to try and resolve this.
Well, let me just say it's public comment, so we don't want to get into a big dialogue, but I think the city manager just wanted to say something about that. It wasn't our decision to fly solo.
Yeah. And again, we're happy to discuss that further with you. On the second issue, and this may be of interest both to the City Council as well as to the public generally, Another letter went out. I believe they were received in the Crestmore 1 and portion of the Crestmore 3 neighborhood over the weekend that outlines our plan for repair that is beginning imminently. We have engaged a contractor. We expect that that work will actually be done within the next, let's just say 3 months. I think it actually will be a little bit sooner than that. So we're proceeding per the council's direction to contract for repair via replacement of the underground wiring pole to pole, and we look forward to that being resolved very quickly.
Great news, thank you. And I'd like to thank the council for choosing the San Francisco Credit Union and not another motel.
Thank you. Anyone else under public comment? Okay. Seeing none, we'll go right on to conduct of business.